everybody. Welcome again to the butterfly habitat here at Shell Point. Shirley and I are excited as always to share what's going on here. As you walk around the garden or down the walkway inside and you look at the butterflies flying around and you look at the lush, beautiful plants that we have and all the blooms, you don't always get, or you don't get, a vision of what life activity is going on in this area where the butterflies are completing their life cycle. And today in our show we want to share with you where we find the eggs, where we find caterpillars, and where you might look when you come for your walk.
Well, one of the first things I'd like to show you is the giant swallowtail caterpillar on the host plant, the wild lime. So if you'll follow me. This is the wild lime. It's a citrus. It's one of two host plants that we have for our giant swallowtail. Here you can see a small caterpillar on the wild lime, and here is a bigger counterpart. You can almost see that he blends in with the stem.
Here, as we walk into the habitat and down the walkway, is a vine that is the host plant. It's the pipe vine, and it is the host plant for the gold-rimmed swallowtail. And we have some caterpillars here. Do you see that one? That is the gold-rimmed swallowtail caterpillar, and it's fat. They're the chunkiest ones. And we have another one up here. This is the bloom. It's a faded bloom for the pipe vine. And you see the big caterpillar on it.
So as you walk along the garden, you might just look at this and see a lot of greenery, but in all this greenery is an abundance of life. Our long-tailed skipper makes its home on the butterfly pea. It's one of many host plants. Anytime you see these little folded over leaves, the long-tailed skipper has cut two little slits, folded it over, and the larva lives on the underneath sides of all these folded leaves. And as they grow and get bigger, then they'll make larger cuts, and then when they get big, they'll just fold over a whole leaf or maybe two or three leaves.
All right, as we continue our walk along here, we come up to this milkweed plant. This milkweed is the host plant for the queen and for the monarch butterflies. Typically, the butterflies lay their eggs on the underside of the leaf. We have an egg there, but they can also lay them on the upper side, which we have an egg right here.
Further along in the garden, if you're walking by and you think this looks kind of like a jumble, we need something for our passion vine to hold on to. And the passion vine is the host plant to three butterflies. The one I'm going to show you today is our state butterfly, the zebra longwing. And it is the only white caterpillar, and it turns into our beautiful black and yellow zebra longwing. And another plant that our volunteers who look for eggs and caterpillars go for is this cassia. It's a Bahama cassia, and here the sulfurs, the orange barred and the cloudless, will lay their eggs. There's an egg right here. Anytime you see chewed leaves is a good idea of caterpillars, and here is three.
So if you've really found our program today interesting, we'd like to invite you to volunteer with us. We're starting a new volunteer group called the Deadheaders, not the music group, but Deadheading Gardens, or in our case, the Habitat. The people that join this group have the option of attending our meetings or just coming at their own leisure to trim the plants for us. Come on down and see what you can find in the habitat.